Welcome to Will It Work? I'm Kevin. Today we have the Game Personal Computer System from Takara. This is essentially a SWORD M5. It's an SORD M5 computer that was sold in the 8-bit era, I believe. And they were sold in different countries and by different manufacturers, etc. But Takara made theirs a game system, essentially calling it a game personal computer system with 2 game pads. So, I don't generally collect computers. There's a fine line, though, in some cases, determining if something is a computer or a game console. And, it's up to interpretation. This is a fine line right here. But because they marketed it as a game system, they put game right in front. For me, that means it's a console. It's kind of like looking at the Atari XEGS. Atari sold that as a game console. It had a keyboard, came with light gun, game controllers, etc. It took cartridges, but it was essentially an Atari. I think it was an Atari 400 computer, and it was just redesigned and marketed as a game system. I consider it a game system. Some people might consider it a computer. It's fine. Again, when you're doing this kind of collecting, everybody's list is going to be a little bit different. But I always look at the marketing. And some people would take an MSX computer or a Casio computer or any of these other, Commodore 64, and say, hey, look, there was 1,000 games on it as a game console. I would argue no, because it wasn't marketed as a game console. It was marketed as a computer. It was a computer that played games. Because otherwise, if you run down that thing and try to pick up every computer that ever had a game, you'd be collecting systems for the rest of your life. And you'd have tons of junk computers because every computer had a game, So that doesn't make sense. So you have to kind of, pick and choose. Some a little bit more popular when it comes to playing games than others, but I still think it really comes down to how the parent company that produced it marketed the system. And if they marketed it as a game console, then to me, that means it's a game system. And in this case, even though it is a SWORD M5, they marketed it as a game system, and so that's what it is. We will play this. I'm not going to take this out of the box right now. The lighting in here is really kind of janky, and we'll get lots of glare if I start to mess around with it. But this back panel lifts up, and cartridge goes in there, and it has these 2 controllers and hooked up to a standard television, etc. So let's go over and switch over to the video side, and we'll take a look at the Takara Game Personal Computer System. Here we go. Okay, we got the Takara system here. Gonna try and get some sound. Hold on, the picture's gonna go out for a quick second. Gotta wrap this around this other thing here. Very professional show I'm doing here. I gotta plug in the audio. See if that gives us something. Player 1 ready. Kind of looks like a poor man's Donkey Kong. Oh, how was I supposed to know? Well, I guess I can jump. Oh, all right. Ain't gonna play that one all day. All right, that's step up. Pretty basic, which is to be expected on something like this. Now we'll look at Funny Mouse. Well, that's a little more colorful.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I gotta look out for that guy. Got it. Oh. Okay. Whatever. That's funny, Mouse. Are you sad that you didn't get to own Takara game computer when you were a kid? Sword M5. I know you're feeling it. But then again, you got to consider it's like this, or maybe like an Atari 2600 at that point. It's not terrible, right? 83. Was it the NES? Probably just came out in Japan. 83. So yeah, I guess you could have an NES, which would have been a big difference. Can I go faster? Yeah. If I hold the button down, I think I go faster. It's got an assortment of colors that are pretty good, right? I mean, there was a purple and a cyan. It's kind of like a yellowish green. And usually these things only have like there's an orange. Usually only have like a handful of colors that you can use. This is at least colorful. Tells me I got a pit. Oh, there goes the pit stop. What do I got a pit for? Gas or something? It doesn't seem to tell me I have a gas problem. Do my wheels wear out? Are they changing colors or something? Is it that advanced? I mean, Commodore 64 had a game called Pit Stop. It's kind of like a Formula racing game. And as your tires got low, they would turn different colors, and you would have to pit in order to change them. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. I just want to see if I can pit. Putting a brick wall in the middle of the course was kind of an obstacle, though. Wasn't quite expecting that. Who made this game? It's ridiculous. Alright, that's enough for Pit Chaser. Let's go with Up Up Balloon. It's like Kickman. What the blazes? This controller is not great for this kind of speed action here. Alright, that's Up Up Balloon. We don't need to go further with that. Some kid played that game all day, every day when he got home from school. High score on it. Bragged to his friends. So, Galaxian, but just called Galax for some reason. And it froze up. Let's reseat it. Try it again. Namco. frozen in place. Oh, okay. The other controller is better. Kind of looks more like Galaga. Yeah, this is Galaga, man. It says Galax. So much of that. All right, so you got an idea anyway. I'm not gonna keep playing it. Takara game computer, basically a Sword M5, but it's one more for the collection and adding it to the count. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.